Out on this story with none other than Barangay Ginebra head coach, the winningest coach in the PBA, Coach Tim Cone. Coach Tim, good morning. Welcome back to the show. You know, when congratulations, first of all. Were you able to sleep?
Thank you. Late, and I didn't reply to your text to come on the show because I wasn't sure I was going to wake up early enough. But it was quite a night.
Wow, you know what? Last night when I saw you, I was like, I was really hoping you wouldn't go out with the guys because I saw the players around 3, 4 in the morning. They were still up partying. I hope Coach Tim was in there, but thank you for waking up.
I wasn't there.
How's your throat? How's your throat? Throat okay?
Yeah, it was. My throat is fine. I'm just, a lot of yelling last night, a lot of excitement last night, and kind of lost my voice. And but it'll recover. It'll recover in a day or two. It's an easy thing to lose.
Yeah, Coach. Why don't we bring in also another guy whom, like you, didn't party with the guys. You went with your families. Let's bring in SMC, San Miguel Corporation Sports Director, the man who has a golden touch. There he is, straight to the office after last night. Barangay Ginebra team Governor Alfrancis Chua, right to work right away at 10 a.m. Coach Al, good morning and congratulations.
Good morning, brother. Good morning. Hey, bud. Good morning. Good morning, the
Hey,
coach.
That's Al. He's going right to work, man. He goes to bed early.
Yeah.
This guy goes to bed at like 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, wakes up at 3, works out every morning, then goes to the office. I mean, amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy how last night I was also messaging with Coach Al, and he after the party he was with his 4 boys who were all bigger than him. Then they went out to eat, and then he's now at work. Okay, let's talk about this particular championship. Coach Tim, with you, 25 titles in the PBA. Let's make it short. How is this? If you're going to look at all your 25 titles, what makes this particular one so special for you, Coach Tim?
Well, I think it's the obvious reason is that we played a team that was a guest team and from a foreign country, and like we said, we were representing more than just ourselves as a team or Ginebra as an organization or even the PBA. We were representing the whole country. That was the feel I think the players had, and there was certainly more pressure on this series than we've had in the past. Wanting to achieve in front of everyone, and but it also, that pressure just kind of lifted everybody up, and I thought we played better than what we were, especially last night. We played way over our heads, and it was really fun to see. It's always fun to see that from a coaching standpoint.
Yeah, that was crazy, Coach, yesterday. Looking at the numbers here, 114 to 99. You shot way better at 46%. Also shot better from 3. Here are the numbers as I will now go to Coach Al. Out-rebounded. You had 60 rebounds, Coach Al, Coach Tim. Also more assists, 32 to 21. Coach Al, as we take a look at the numbers here, I will ask you the same question first. Gaano kasarap to? Because you've had countless championships, Coach Al, pero iba to Parang iba talaga to. Game 7, 54,589 people at the Philippine Arena against Bay Area, who's really a tough opponent. Kwento mo sa amin, Coach Al, gaano ka-special to? At go
yes,
ahead. Go ahead.
Sa lahat na nakalaban namin sa championship with Coach Tim Navarro, dito ako medyo kinabahan. This team is not a joke. They're all tall. They're fast. Everybody can shoot. Pati ata yung coach nila marunong mag 3 points. Kasi even the guys from the bench, they use 7, 8 players. But when Nicholson got injured, they used 2 guys. They can shoot also. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, they're tall and agile. Even the 7'5" guy, he can play. So this is for me, dito ako natakot. I'm scared a little bit. But when they changed the import, me and Coach Tim were talking, Powell, I'm thinking that, he shoots a lot. He wants the ball a lot. So now the ball movement will be lessened. So the players, some of the players will not be involved in the ball movement. So kaya si Lam and some of the shooters didn't make that kind of basket because Powell keep on shooting the ball.
Coach Tim, what do you want to say to that? Because, yeah, like what Coach Al said, we know Miles Powell needs the ball to be effective. And last night you did a fantastic job defending. They had horrendous shooting, especially in the first half, where you dominated them right from the get-go. Was that really the plan all along, like to just let Powell attack or have him work for his points, especially in that game where Kobe Lam was also not shooting effectively, efficiently, Hayden Blankley as well. Their shooters weren't really getting a rhythm the whole game last night.
Well, first of all, you got to give Scotty Thompson an incredible amount of credit.
Yeah.
I mean, Scotty came out and really defended well, and the guys defended well behind him. Yeah, we had a scheme against him. We knew that, for us to win, we're going to have to really clamp down on him. He is truly an exceptional talent, and if we're going to let him have a big night, then certainly we're going to have a hard time. But shooting in my mind is always infectious. If someone on your team comes out and starts shooting well, it oftentimes spreads to everybody else. And the reverse is true. If you can come out and get the main shooter struggling, then oftentimes the other guys feel the pressure, try to make up for it, and they have that pressure on that shot and will miss shots. So two things happened there. Justin came out and made his shots early, and that became infectious for the whole team. And then we came out and made Miles Powell miss a few shots early, and I thought that put them at a deficit. So that's basically where the game started. And then when the crowd started to come in and lift us, we just went to another level.
Coach Al, you said kinabahan ka dito, but in the first half, you were already up, 61-39. Kagabi ba kinabahan ka? Coach Al, yung totoo, medyo kinabahan ka ba? O nung nakita mo pa lang na ang ganda na nga ng nilalaro, ang ganda na nung depensa, sabi nga ni Coach Tim, Scotty did a fantastic job defense. Actually, even Christian was playing a fantastic defense as well. JB as well, si Brownlee. Kinabahan ka pa ba at one point last night, Coach Al?
No, after going to the practice the day before the game, and I saw the game plan of Coach Tim and the way he motivates guys, the way he talks to them, and nawala yung kaba ko eh. I think they're so focused about what Coach Tim wants, and na-realize nila how important in this game, and you can tell that when he was talking in practice. We're in a conference room. Everybody's listening. Everybody's there, focused. So, hindi ako natatakot, no? And then the only thing that when they told me that the Bay Area, I think, stayed there overnight. They practiced there around 2, and then they got to shoot around in the morning of the game. Kami, wala. We don't have a chance to do that because it's too late. It's they opened the arena around 2 p.m. ata to start practice. So paghapon kami, gabi na. Sabi ko nga kay LA, okay lang yan. Sabi, sa arena naman, ang court, bilog pa rin eh. Hindi naman square. So okay lang tayo.
Coach Tim, Coach Al, 54,589. I know you've been here before against Meralco and that also historic at the Philippine Arena. Coach Brian Gurjan was confident after that Game 6. But even if you have a strong team like that, you're a great coach, you have a great program at the Bay Area, it's still different. Seeing that crowd for the first time, 50,000+, being in that atmosphere, do you think that type of atmosphere and that much people kind of got to Bay Area in that game last night, Coach? Coach Tim?
I think it's the whole combination of, they've never been in a long series before. We play series like, every conference, that's one of the things that I think is really phenomenal about our league, because we play 3 conferences a year, and they're shortened, every game is so crucial, so important. because if you don't win that particular game, that might change your seeding in the playoffs, and then you might be at a deficit to start the playoffs and never really get into it. And then you're always into a best of 5 or a best of 7, and that is, you learn so much in a series about yourselves as a team. So the more series you can play, the better you're going to be as a team, because there's so much scheming that you have. There's so much analysis going on with the other team, trying to figure out what strengths and weaknesses are. You can't help but grow as a team every time you're in a series. And so that, I think, was our big advantage, is that we're just really experienced in series, and they were experiencing that for the first time. That on top of playing an actual Game 7.
Yeah.
Nobody plays that many Game 7s. I went around the room in our practice and I said, how many Game 7s have you played in your career, especially in the finals? And there's only 2 or 3 guys that had played more than one, Game 7. So it's not something that's there. It's a huge moment, and it takes experience to figure out how to play in those games, in my mind. And they just didn't have the experience, and I think, the pressure of the 54,000 people, screaming for us and screaming against them. It was a huge moment, and you can't blame them for not stepping up at that time. They are a tremendously coached team, by the way. I mean, they are awesomely coached, and I can see that throughout the whole series, going back and forth with all the video that I had to watch, and watch all the things that Coach Gorgian did through that series. It was amazing.
Coach Al, ikaw, at least naramdaman na ng Bay Area kung paano ang basketball dito sa Pilipinas at yung 50,000 fans. What can you say about the crowd last night, Coach Al?
Can you imagine?
Nalala ko, paalis ka, na-stuck ka din sa traffic.
54,000 na nagbubusa kanila eh. Hawak pa lang. Hawak pa lang yung bola, binubuna eh. So, okay, especially, Powell will miss what? 6-7 free throws? Hawak pa niya, hindi pa binibigay ng referee, binubuna eh. And paano mo naman mahirapan? And then, like what Coach Tim said, the other coach is really good. His experience is, he's a legend. But I think my coach is much better.
Let's talk about the Finals MVP now. Christian Standhardinger, because
you're so funny.
Coach Tim, Coach Al, let's talk about Christian Standhardinger, C-Stan. Because
Sure.
I think a lot of people were surprised when he was named Finals MVP, because they were thinking Justin, they were thinking Scotty, they were thinking Jamie Malonzo, but C-Stan. And I remember, kausap kita kahapon yesterday, Coach Al, after you said you were so happy about Christian Standhardinger being awarded the Finals MVP, and you wanted him to get the award. How valuable was C-Stan to this team, especially in this series against Bay Area, Coach Al?
I'll answer it first. So you know why? Us in the bench, maybe Coach Tim, us as a coach before, he's doing small things na hindi nakikita ng tao eh. Some player, pag nakashoot lang or a dunk or like this, but this guy is doing all the dirty things sa loob ng court, playing good defense, assist, rebound, hustle. That's why I'm so happy na nakuha niya, because very rare, he's like a Scotty Thompson na doing everything, pero siya yung mahihirap, no? Like denying the import the whole game, rebounding, diving for the ball, still. For me, it's special. Every time he make a basket, that's a plus. I told Christian before, you don't need to score a lot for us. We need this. What Coach Tim wants you to do, just do it. And he's doing, a great job for Ginebra. Yung mga maliliit na bagay siya gumagawa.
Coach Tim, how about you? Because even C-Stan was saying, I didn't want to focus on offense. I just focused on defense. Talk about C-Stan's development. I know ever since you had him as one of your players for the SEA Games in 2019, you admired C-Stan's hard work. And now, Look at him. He's the finals MVP with a team that has the likes of L.A. Tenorio, Japet Aguilar, Justin Brownlee, Jamie Malonzo, Scotty Thompson. And C-Stan's game, you don't even have to draw plays for him. He just does what he needs to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just really, I mean, just goes to show the knowledge of Philippine basketball, to recognize a guy like that and award him for the things that he does. Doesn't jump out at you on the scoreboard or scorecard or whatever. And he has probably one of the greatest wills to win that I've ever been around. I think the only guy I can compare him with is Bowman Hawkins. Bowman Hawkins had that huge desire to win all the time, and Christian has that will to win, and he's willing to do whatever it takes, and that's what's so nice about him is that if you want him to just defend the day, because it's going to help us win, he'll do that. If you need him to score, he'll do that. If you need him to just pass the ball or set screens and get Justin free or get LA free, he'll do that. So he has such a great will to win that he'll do whatever it takes, and he'll step into any role, and he's capable of stepping into any role. That's what makes him such a great player and a really good teammate, because he really pushes his teammates to reach his level of effort and energy all the time. So he's great to have around.
C-Stan last night in 34 minutes played, 12 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. He was also plus 11 on the floor yet last night. Okay, Coach Tim, Sir Al, let's take a quick break. Timeout muna tayo. Timeout. Maraming pa tayong pag-usapan. We'll still talk about Justin Brownlee, who will take his oath-taking today at the Senate. Jamie Malonzo, Scotty Thompson, and the plans of Barangay Ginebra moving forward after beating the Bay Area Dragons last night in Game 7 in the PBA Commissioner's Cup Finals. Our all-out discussion with head coach Tim Cone and San Miguel Sports Director Alfrancis Chua will continue after the break. Stay tuned to Sports Desk only here on CNN Philippines. Welcome back to Sports Desk only here on CNN Philippines. Our top story, Barangay Ginebra winning the PBA Commissioner's Cup title in front of a blockbuster Game 7 crowd at the Philippine Arena in Bulacan last night. And Barangay Ginebra head coach and the winningest coach in the PBA, Tim Cone, and San Miguel Sports Director and Barangay Ginebra team governor Alfrancis Chua still with us here on the show live today. Look at Coach Al, right at work. Already at work, and then Coach Tim already awake. The players still probably asleep. Coach Al, marami ang natuwa. Bago tayo tumungo sa Bay Area, pero maraming natuwa dito kay Justin Brownlee. Kasi alam naman natin si Brownlee, Pinoy na. And then when he said, I played with all Filipino. What can you say about Justin Brownlee days after he was granted his citizenship, Philippine citizenship, and then later he will have his oath-taking, and then delivering again another title for Barangay Ginebra. And mind you, perfect in the finals si Justin Brownlee, 6 of 6 in the PBA. Coach Al.
Since day one, Justin, till now, he won 6 championships. What do you call this? Best import, still the same. Didn't change his attitude. Sobrang bait eh. It's very nice, coachable. Walang kayabang-yabang sa katawan si Justin, no? And now, he's gonna be a Filipino. I guess, ang matutuwa dyan si Coach Tim because he's gonna play for Gilas. So, he's gonna be a big help,
yes.
Very intelligent player, quiet, but he's gonna work hard. And I'm so happy for him because 3-4 years ago, he wants to be a Filipino. So, a Filipino loves him. He told me that ito na ang bansa niya. He wants to retire here in the Philippines.
Coach Tim, what else can you say about Justin Brownlee? Like what Coach Al said, you'd be the happiest because you're part of the Gilas coaching staff, and now it is official. Justin Brownlee will play for Gilas in the next window, and just his overall willingness. We saw his kids running around the Philippine Arena yesterday, but him just really embracing the Filipino people and he loves playing for Ginebra, loves playing for the Philippines. What can you say about JB all in all after watching him give his all here in 7 games against Bay Area in this conference, Coach?
Well, as Coach said, he's sobered by him, and he is the nicest guy you'll ever know. Like Coach Al said, he hasn't changed one iota from the time that we got him, and that's just so unusual. As you know, he gets so much attention, and yet he's never changed. I think the thing that really I'm so happy about is that for him representing the country is that he's such a good person, and he's going to represent the country well, whether it be being a teammate to his teammates and being a player that's going to be on the big stage in front of other countries. He's going to play the game the right way. He's going to play the game, incredibly hard for the country. And he's just going to put a great face on the whole idea of Gilas. And I think that's really what's most valuable about him. He'll be such a great representative for us, for everybody around the world that's going to watch these games coming up. So I'm real excited for him.
Coach, let's talk about Jamie Malonzo. We have a few minutes left here on the show. I want to fit in so much. But Jamie Malonzo, first time being in the finals, he was huge. Last night he had 22 points, 17 boards. He was 37% from the field, 40% from three. He had 2 threes, 2 blocks, an assist, a steal, all in 39 minutes. I remember having this conversation with you, Coach Tim, that, Jamie's ready. It's his first finals, but he did step up, especially on the defensive end as well, guarding blankly, guarding Powell, switching on different players. How huge was Jamie Malonzo for you, Coach, in his first finals appearance?
For me, I rode him hard last night. He was cramping in the last couple of minutes of the game. We had to pull him out because he was cramping. But he was phenomenal. We talked to him before the game, and we told him that a year or two from now, he's going to be doing all the stuff that Justin does. He's really that talented, and he's going to score. We're going to get all the touches. He's going to make assists. But we told him for one game, in Game 7, we needed him to just use his energy to cut, to dive, to go to every offensive rebound that he could, just keep moving. And that would be his role for that night. And I tell you, I don't think I've ever seen a guy accept a role more than he did that night. He came out, and his energy was not only ferocious, it was infectious, and it affected the whole team. And then the timely 3-point shots he hit, it just again shows his total versatility as a player. And he's just scratching the surface of his potential. I can't imagine how good he's going to be at some point.
I hope you two can come back tomorrow so we can continue the conversation. We only have 30 minutes in the show. Coach Al, quickly, sa'yo ko mabilis. Mabilis lang, Coach Al. Aabangan ba ng mga fans dahil si Justin Brownlee ulit ang Governor's Cup ang import? Back-to-back ba? Champion na naman ang Ginebra in the upcoming Governor's Cup dahil start na kagad sa Sunday ang PBA Governor's Cup. Coach Al?
Palagay ko yung spirit na dyan. But the players will start slow. And pero sayang to. Justin is here. So wala namang pinalitan na player. Tingin ko maganda pa rin lalo na Ginebra. And Brother Andre,
yes, Coach.
I just want to say, yung natalo kami nung Game 6, yun sana ang regalo namin kay Boss RC, yung birthday niya no December, noong January 14. Parang na-late lang yung regalo namin sa kanya. Pero, kasi I'm very thankful for him. Yung series ng championship, 3 beses niya pinatawag yung mga players, kinakausap niya. He gave time, sobrang busy tao si Boss. Pero binigyan niya ng oras yung team na kinausap niya tuwing nananalo o natatalo, kinakausap niya lahat yung buong teams.
Belated happy birthday again to, I'm sure he's the happiest man, Mr. Ramon Ang, of course, with Barangay Ginebra winning.
Don't forget, Al's birthday is,
Yes.
what is it, tomorrow, Al?
Oo nga pala.
Al's birthday.
Coach Alfrancis bukas. Oo nga
Yeah,
pala.
that's my gift also.
Yes, birthday gift. Let's greet him. Happy birthday, Coach Alfrancis, and thank you again for being on the show. What a birthday gift to you as well. Thank you once again.
Yes.
Congratulations to Barangay Ginebra. That was the winningest coach in the PBA, Barangay Ginebra head coach Tim Cohn, and San Miguel Sports Director and Barangay Ginebra team governor, the birthday boy tomorrow, Alfrancis Chua. Thank you so much.